Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers.
Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every set of build from the ground we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go in. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace controlled. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear. Yeah, we test, we tone, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1. Till we build, till we build, till we build. Tier 1 setup shop.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
might be helpful if I unmute my mic. That's the second time I've done that. God damn it. I promise we're professional broadcasters here. Thank you, Soren Wolf, for pointing that out. I would have killed myself later on if that's how the broadcast went. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tier 1 Studios. My name's Pat Wilkinson. Up in the booth, we join Core of the Champions Off-Road Esports out here tonight at Bark River Raceway. Soupy to the rescue. Yes, that is you, Ace. Okay, thank you. Jason Freights, Tyler Bunting, both not starting out here tonight. Mladen Lakovic, so far the fastest car on track with a 1:11.08. Adam McAfee, we're on board with now in the number 18 Batmobile with an 11:16. Brandon Farsad with 11.4. Chase Spalding with an 11:56. Joel Ulrich with an 11:59. Richard Hardman in 6th. Ray Beaudoin in 7th. Bryden Nicholas, James Burke, David Holdren, Matt Lass, Warren Watkins, Christian Noble, Seth Owens, Ace Campbell, and Jared Lathrop down in 16th. Solid field out here tonight here at Bark River. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Core, the Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League, MBJ Race Wraps and Designs, Dubby, the official partnered sponsor of Core. Use code PRO-4 for 10% off your checkout at Dubby.com. Also, check out our new sponsor and partners over at Outlap Simwear, the best sim racing gloves and socks for your sim setups. Use the link down in the description down below for 10% off your orders, and we get a little bit on the back for you guys purchasing through our link at outlap.com. This broadcast is also brought to you by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube, with 20 seconds left to go in practice. Apologies for the botched start. Oops. Bark River, one of the harder tracks of the PRO-4 series. I believe it is the longest of all of them. If not, it is very close to Lucas Oil in terms of length, 1.36 of a mile. 750 feet above sea level with a 30-mile-an-hour pit road speed limit. As practice comes to a close, let's see who can do what here in qualifying as we roll over into it. Jump on over into somebody else's truck. Don't want to give Adam McAfee the spotlight for too long here. Chase Spalding, the first truck out. Oop, maybe not. Ace Campbell, the first truck on track in the 728. Don't tread on me, Ford. I was waiting for the grill to come around. Through these wide spread corners into this tight 90-degree left-hander. Over the whoops. Big banking on that turn. Over the little whoops there. Managed to clear them both. Over the next jump and into the next one. Sliding back around towards the start-finish line. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air for Ace Campbell as we go over the hill nice and sideways, trying to keep that throttle down. Perfect slide, managing to recover it. Setting up a little early into the jump. A little bit of an extra bounce. 728. A little bit much on the slide. Around the turns, over the jump. Over the first of two jumps. Into the 90-degree left-hander. Sliding it back around into the right-hander. Up the hill once again on the second half of the lap. Over the hill, just managing to keep it on the racing surface. Into the 90-degree right. Over the triple stack whoops. And into the lefty. Sweeping, spreading left-hand turn. Trying to keep that speed up. Over the jump, needs to set up nice to the left once again. Deceptively blind left-hand sweep into a 180 degree sweeping hairpin right. Back around onto the bank. Second to last turn. Over the whoops once again, clearing them both. Double apex sweeping left-hander. Over the jumps, over the bumps, and across the start-finish line. Ace Campbell with a 1:14.75 to beat. Over the jump we go again. Adam McAfee with a 111.69. Jason Freites with a 112.82 in the number 75 Dubby truck. Plenty of other trucks still out here. 728 over the jumps again. The double stack big jumps into the 90-degree right. Sweeping 90-degree left into the sweeping right. Over the jump, or over the hill, excuse me, we go again. Into the right-hander. Over the triple stack whoops and into the sweeping double, almost triple apex left-hander. Beautiful slide, trying to keep the momentum going. Pick up some speed over the jump, trying to set up to the left once again. Perfect jump, not hitting the berm on the inside of that turn. Sliding it perfectly back around. Way up high on the bank, trying to keep that speed up. Not as good over the whoops. Clipped the corner, might have dirtied his lap. I know in the D2 race that I only survived 3 laps of. Might not have helped. Ace Campbell down to 9th, down to 10th at the moment. Mladen Lakovic with a 111.62, beating Adam McAfee out. Let's jump on over to Chase Spalding now, as he goes up to the fastest lap and parks it on the start-finish line. Let's go on down to Seth Owens in the number 73. In the Roush number 73 Red Bull Premier truck. Over the jump, across the start-finish line, up to 12th at the moment. Nothing wrong with that. 1:13.87 to be Ace Campbell with a 14.75. Currently not the fastest truck on track at the moment. Still plenty of time left and one heck of a race to happen out here tonight. Seth Owens holding 12th, bailing on his second lap. Brian Nicholas and Joel Ulrich in 6th and 7th, respectively. 28 way up high over the berm. Into the double apex left-hand sweep towards the start-finish line, trying to not clip the grass. Over the start-finish jump, Brian Nicholas does not improve, holding 6th place. Joel Ulrich with the same. James Burke, Brandon Farsad, Matt Lass yet to qualify. Again, thank God somebody said something in chat about the microphone and the audio not being on. I was about to have an absolute coronary. It's like, oh no. Again, we're better than Fox Sports. Not by much, but we're better. Kind of. Sometimes. Depends on the week. Maybe. Depending on whether I remember or not. Anyway. Chase Spalding, Mladen Lakovic, Adam McAfee, Richard Hardman, Ray Beaudoin, Brian Nicholas, Joel Ulrich, Warren Watkins, David Holdren, Jason Freites, Christian Noble, Seth Owens, and Ace Campbell, rounding out your top 13 that have qualified, waiting on James Burke, Brandon Farsad, Matt Lass to qualify. If I am not mistaken, there are a few qualifying penalties. Don't remember offhand as to who they were, but I do remember them happening. Shouldn't be too much longer left. There it is. Perfect timing. Ace Campbell, Seth Owens, Christian Noble, Brandon Farsad, James Burke, Matt Last, and Jared Lathrop. Waiting on Burke, Last, and Campbell to join in for heat number 1 out here tonight at Bark River with Core, the Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League, MBJ Race Wraps and Designs, Dubby, the official partnered sponsor of Core. Use code PRO-4 for 10% off your orders at Dubby.com. Also, check out the link down in the description down below for our new friends over at Outlap, the best simwear gloves and socks on the market. Very comfortable, very nice to wear, especially here on these nights that we're doing Pro-4 when you're really wrangling these big Pro-4 trucks out here on the racetracks. Definitely tends to help having a little bit extra support on the hands. I know I usually run my gloves when I'm running Pro-4, so check them out at the link down in the description down below at outlap.com. If you use the link down below, you'll get an extra 10% off your orders, and we get a little bit on the backside for ourselves over here at Core to keep things running. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Tier 1 Ramps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studio, and by me personally here at Rock Bottom Racing. 7 trucks ready to get racing out here tonight at Bark River for heat number 1. 728 of Ace Campbell, Seth Owens in the 73, Brandon Fasad in the 43, 946 of Christian Noble, Matt Lass in the 198, 7 of James Burke, and the 38 of Jared Lathrop. We roll down the hill and around the turns. Very long wait for the starting zone. See if we're going to get at least a good camera angle for the starts. Plenty of good trucks in this session. We roll around the double apex left-hander. Final turn over the jumps we go. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air. We're racing here at Bark River. Over the first jump, all 7 trucks away clean. Side by side with the 77 and the 7. Whoa, 78. Yes, that is the 7, my apologies. The 7 very sideways over the jump. 73 with some extra air over the bumps. We go through the first handful of turns on the bottom of the hill. 946 and the 73 tangling with each other just a little bit. 198 at the back of the packs. 38 of Jared Lathrop. Whoa, 73 backwards all the way up against the pillars. We charge back up the hill. 73 of Seth Owens over the hill and through the woods. To grandmother's house we go. 946 of Christian Noble over the whoops, right on the heels of the 728 and the 43, 198. Falling back a little bit here, 73 Seth Owens starting to catch up early. A lot of speed starting to happen. James Burke with an early lead, 728 and the 946 side by side. 946 almost landing on the 728, giving him a little shot after the landing. 43 giving him a little bit of extra love taps as well. Nothing wrong with that. Jared Lathrop in the 38 really putting the pressure on, trying to make some magic happen. 728 of Ace Campbell getting run all over the racetrack by the 43 of Brandon Fasad. We jump on over to him. 3 laps to go here in heat number 1. Over the jumps we go again for start of lap 2. 43 beautifully sideways. 728 and the 198. 38 as well, trying to catch up. Everybody catching some big air over the jumps, trying to keep things sideways. Keep that momentum rolling out here tonight. James Burke continues to run away with it. Let's see if my time tower will work now. Nope. Oh, yes, it does. It just doesn't work in the horizontal one that I like. Okay. James Burke, 2 seconds ahead of Christian Noble. Brandon Fasad, half second back on him. Ace Campbell, another 2 seconds behind. Jared Lathrop, quarter second back. Matt Lass, almost half a second back. Seth Owens at the tail end of the field, 5.5 behind the leader. 7 of James Burke kind of running away with it all the way over the berm. We continue on racing here at Bark River. 2 laps to go. Let's jump on back with the 728 of Ace Campbell. 38, 198, and the 73 hot on his heels. 73 up into the wall off of the final turn over the start-finish jump. And over the hill we go again. Trying to keep that speed going in the 728 truck. Huge air over the jumps. And into the sweeping left. Back around towards the double stack big air jumps. Just before the hill. Setting up a bit left. Trying to keep that speed going. Not trying to clip the grass. Don't want to time penalty. Whoa! Big jump for him. That could have been a lot worse. Managed to get it recovered. 728 of Ace Campbell One heck of a save out here tonight. 198 starting to reel him in. 73 of Seth Owens back up to 6th at the moment. Still got some work to do. Jared Lathrop at the tail end of the field once again in the number 38 trying to keep up. James Burke still running away with it at the moment. Almost 3 seconds clear. Let's jump on over to Christian Noble and the 43 of Brandon Facade fighting it out. Fender to fender, door to door. And go over the double stack, whoops, into the double left-hander. White flag, white flag, white flag is in the air for heat number 1. 946 in the 43. Over the hill we go again. Whoa, 43, a little bit of extra speed. Almost clobbering the 946 in the quarter panel. Over the jumps we go. 946 and the 43 really turning up the pressure on each other out here tonight. The 4KD number 43, 946 boozy jerky machines out here tonight, giving everybody a run for their money. Sliding back across, 43 might get a penalty for cutting the grass. Over the jump with a lot of speed up the inside, tries to make the move happen. This is the battle for second. 946 getting a better run off the turn. 43 hot on his heels though, on the inside, clipping the grass a little bit once again, giving the 946 a bit of a shot on the doors. They're locking fenders and locking doors together over the jump. 43 gets a better line over it. 43 of Brandon Facade up to second. 946 of Christian Noble. Not going to let him have it that easy though. Oh, contact. Big hit for the 46 on the 43 of Brandon Facade, but Facade is going to get it. James Burke across the start-finish line and wins heat number 1. Brandon Facade in second, Christian Noble in third, Matt Lass in fourth, Jared Lathrop fifth, Ace Campbell in sixth in the 728, Seth Owens just across the start-finish line now in the Roush number 73. One heck of a run out there tonight for him. Nothing wrong with that. 5-minute warm-up as I rest my voice, because God knows I'm probably going to need it out here tonight here at Bark River Raceway. Appreciate the currently, I believe, 8 of you that are joining us out here tonight. Always appreciate having support out here on the channel. Makes me feel appreciated. Don't go away. We'll be right back in just a few moments with Core, the Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League. Apologies for that, folks. Needed a little drink to make sure I had enough in me for this race. Currently eludes me as to how many laps we're doing. Chase Spalding with the fastest time so far, 1:11:42. In warm-ups, we're on board with Brandon Fasad. Trying to kind of cycle through a little bit of everybody out here tonight. Make sure everyone gets a little bit of screen time, a little bit anyway. Once again, folks, this broadcast was brought to you in part by Core, Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League, MBJ Race Wraps and Design. Dubby, the official partnered sponsor of Core. Use code PRO-4 for 10% off your orders at Dubby.com. Also, check the link out down in the description below for our new partners over at Outlap Simware. The best sim racing gloves and socks you're ever going to need for your sim setups. At home and on the go, best simwear gloves on the market, gotta be honest. Go check out the link in the description down below for 10% off. And when you purchase through the link, it helps give us a little bit on the commission side of things, so we can continue doing what we love here at Core. Let's take a look at the grid. Chase Spalding, Mladen Lakovic, Adam McAfee, Richard Hardman, Ray Beaudoin, Brian Nicholas, Joel Ulrich, Warren Watkins, David Holdren, Jason Freites down in 10th. Brandon Fasad, James Burke, Matt Lass, Tyler Bunting, Christian Noble, Jared Lathrop, Ace Campbell, and Seth Owens down in 16th. Solid field of trucks out here tonight. 16 trucks ready to go racing out here at Bark River for 10 laps in the beautiful sun. Over the whoops, following the pace truck. Everybody getting ready to go racing once again. Pace truck is off, ready to race out here tonight at Bark River. Chase Spalding, Mladen Lakovic on the point for the start of the race. 16 trucks ready to go racing as we go through the final set of turns out here tonight. All the way up onto the berm, the 039 trying to give the inside line plenty of room as we go over the whoops. Around the final double apex left-hander. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air. We're racing here at Bark River. 10 laps to go. Up the hill we slide, 039. Whoa! 106 to Mladen Lakovic around. Through the grass with a 28, sideways underneath the 43 for just a moment there. Chase Spalding running away with it. It is a total dust storm off to the races. Adam McAfee currently in second, trying to run down those 039. Jared Lathrop has crashed again. Currently backwards in the grass, not helping him any. He's down in last at the moment. Jumping back up to the leader now, 039 running away with it. Adam McAfee hot on his heels. Richard Hardman down in third, trying to keep up at the moment. Ray Beaudoin right behind him. James Burke in the 7 with some serious speed. He's up to 5th. Big mover at the moment. Up 6 places, Joel Ulrich. Down in 6th, David Holdren. Brandon Fasad, Warren Watkins, Brian Nicholas, Jason Freites in the W, number 75. 946 Boozy Jerky of Christian Noble. Matt Lass in the 198 trying to keep up. Mladen Lakovic down 12 after a botched start to the race. Still plenty of time left as we come down towards 9 laps to go for the 106 truck. Ace Campbell down in 15th, only up 1. Jared Lathrop not too far behind as we finish out the run through the grid. Let's jump back up to our race leader. Beautiful slide all the way through the first half up this lap, trying to go back into the big air jumps. Charge towards the hill once again out here tonight. 039. Beautiful drive up over the hill. Clears the full jump. Lands almost on the flap. That is a very metallic interior. Oh my god. Never seen the inside of that truck before. Wow. Okay. Actually, I might have to ask him how you get the spec map on those. I'll have to ask him later. Chase Spalding leading the way. Let's start jumping back into the grid here. Let's go on down to Joel Earlrich in the 86. 586 of Ray Baudou and James Burke ahead in the 7 as well. David Holdren and Brandon Prasad in the 524 and the 43 behind. Everybody sideways over the jumps, trying to keep some speed going out here tonight. Give Chase Spalding an answer for the run he's having out here at the moment. Adam McAfee less than a second behind, 3/4 behind. Richard Hardman over a second and a half, second and 3/4 behind now as we start seeing the field spreading out. 86 and the 586 door-to-door teammates really running each other all over the racetrack, trying to keep some speed going. Whoa, look at the truck on the roof. Big one on the backstretch. David Holdren upside down and over. Broken suspension. That might be his night over as he gets towed back to pit road. What an unfortunate way to go. Chase Spalding and Adam McAfee still running away with it. I want to see another look at that wreck for David Holdren. Let's jump back really quick. Try to get a good view of it. 524 lands awkward off the jump, up over, and just destroys the truck. Nothing he could do about it. Tire glitched into the ground. We go back live with the 039 running away with it. Adam McAfee starting to reel him in, though. We go over the hill and through the woods to grandmother's house we go. 7 laps to go. I don't know why that just sounded funny for me, but it is. Whoa, 28 all over the grass. That's Brian Nicholas in the Texaco Havoline 28 truck, Ford F-150. Trying to keep the speed going here. 86 just ahead, 946 all over his bumper, trying to get close. Don't want to have any contact out here tonight. 28 running with classic Ford grill. Over the top, a little wide over. You gotta make sure you don't land on the grass, otherwise you're not going to be able to get that truck to slide around. 946 of Christian Noble, really giving him the fenders out here tonight. We continue on this race. Lennon Lakovic back up to 12, starting to make up some speed here. Behind Jason Freites in the 75, 198 of Matt Lass hot on his heels though. Set up sideways into the left-hand downhill off the last big air jump. Matt Lasso, Ace Campbell a ways back with the 38 of Jared Lathrop hot on his heels. Holdren off of pit road. Going to be at least a lap down. Adam McAfee up to the lead of the race. 039 of Chase Spalding hot on his heels now. Less than a quarter second between them. Beautiful drifts around that bottom end turn in the first half of the lap, excuse me. Setting up sideways, trying to keep the speed going right up against the berms on the inside. Perfectly across the grass on the outside, or inside again, over the jump. 18 and the 039 really running each other all over the racetrack. 18 Batmobile Refined Energy Machine, excuse me, versus the KLR 039 of Chase Spalding. White hot battle for the win out here with halfway through the race. 5 laps to go at the line. Jump on down a little bit once again. Let's go on down to Warren Watkins in the 39. Starting to pick up some time here. He's only down 1. Ryan Nicholas up the road. Of course, that's the second it flips away. That's fine. 28 of Brian Nicholas. About 4 seconds up on Warren Watkins. Watkins not having a great night out here tonight. Christian Noble all over the bumper of these two. 946 and the 198. Last up the inside. Whoa, we got a truck upside down. Brian Nicholas over the jump. Landed on his wheels, but I think he broke it. Oh, hang on. Scroll back. There it is. 28 over the start-finish jump. Into the uphill. Clipped the inside, sent it sideways. up and over. Blew the engine doing it. Unfortunate way for his night to end out here tonight in the number 28. 18 and the 39, still running each other ragged, or 039, excuse me, running each other ragged. Jump on down to Joel Ulrich once again. And let's go on down to Jason Freites, actually. Jason Freites in the 75 trying to catch up to the 946 of Christian Noble. Noble being a fast truck as well. 198 of Matt Last starting to pull away with 4 laps to go at the line. Mladen Lakovic hot on the heels of the 75 of Jason Freites, just at the edge of your screen there now. 4 laps to go. 198 loses his front right fender over the jumps around the double left, or double apex left-hander. Over the jump we go past the start finish line. Freites giving the 946 a run for his money, keeping it a little bit more collected. Over the jump, getting some huge speed down the front stretch. Around the sweeping left-hander towards the second half of this lap in the W number 75. Really putting some speed on that truck, trying to make the magic happen. Double over the big air jump. Lifts the berm a little bit there, over the grass a little as well. Really running that truck ragged. Don't want to pick up a time penalty out here tonight. We charge down towards 3 laps to go. Adam McAfee and Chase Spalding just at the edge of your screens there. Let's go on up to Ray Beaudoin in the 586. Trying to hunt down the 313 of Richard Hardman. Almost 6 seconds off the road to jump up to the 313. Ryan Nicholas off-road, pit road, excuse me. Holdren down a lap. .313, 2 3/4, 2 5/8 of a second behind the leaders. Trying to keep up Brandon Farsad a good ways back, almost 7 seconds behind. Let's jump up to Joel Ulrich battling his teammate in the 586 again. 2 very fast trucks in these Ascension Racing 86 and 586 PRO-4 machines. One being a Chevy, the number 86, the 586 being a Ram, as they both go sideways, clipping each other's fenders over the grass. Mike picked up a time penalty or 2 there for the teammate. Very unfortunate. Warren Watkins, James Burke, just at the edge of your screen there. Let's go on over to James in the number 7. 198 hot on his heels, trying to keep up and make some magic happen here with just 2 laps to go here at Bark River. Top of the hill into the step down jump, sweeping left into the tightening 180-degree hairpin. Down to 3rd gear, trying to really slide these trucks around. Keep the momentum rolling all the way up onto the bank. A little bit high on that one for Berg. Missed the jump completely over the grass a little bit as well. 198 hot on his heels, trying to keep up. 2 laps to go for Adam McAfee. We go over the double big air jumps into the second half of the lap. Over the hill we go once again. 18 Batmobile over the jump. Ooh, a little off kilter. Managed to get it land square. 039 CalR Racing of Chase Spalding. Really trying to keep that speed going. Hunt down the Batmobile just ahead of him. 313 of Richard Hardman starting to reel him in though. 3 seconds between these guys. Adam McAfee leading the way. Coming down towards the white flag out here tonight, here at Bark River with the Cord Champions Off-Road Esports. Around the double apex final turn. Oh, white flag is in the air for Adam McAfee. Can he hold off Chase Spalding for one more good lap out here tonight at Bark River? Down the hill, over the jumps. Setting it up nicely, trying to keep that speed going into the sweeping left-hander. Running a high gear, you can hear it. Over the double stack, big jumps. Towards the second hill we go. Whoa, up onto the berm. A little bit on the grass as well. Really running that truck ragged. Trying to break away from Chase Spalding. Not sure if that's really worth it at this point. I'd be a little more worried about defending in the final half of this lap. 039 did not get the landing he wanted over the whoops. 18 starting to pull away a little bit once again, almost a full second between the two. over the step down jump. Sweeping downhill left-hander into the 180-degree hairpin. Perfect slides from both the 18 and 039, unless there's a monumental crash at the start-finish line. Whoa, it nearly happens for the 18, all the way up over the berm. Sweeping around the final turn one final time. Adam McAfee wins out here tonight at Bark River. Chase Spalding and Richard Hardman in second and third. Brandon Prasad, Ray Beaudoin, Joel Earlrich, Warren Watkins, James Burke, Matt Lass, Jason Freites, Mladen Lakovic, Jared Lathrop, Ace Campbell, Christian Noble, Brian Nicholas, and David Holdren. Waiting on the final results to come in. Let's get Chase Spalding in here. Chase Spalding, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me.
Yes, I do.
Chase, one heck of a race out there tonight here at Bark River Raceway. Talk us through that. That was some fun watch.
It was just put it on pole, pretty confident, put it on pole by 3/10. Was trying to get in a groove, and he was just quicker than me at some point in time where I messed up. He got to my bumper and he made the clean pass, and I just couldn't rally enough to get past him.
Well, I'd say you had one hell of a run trying to catch back up to him. You were within a half a second for the majority of it. So that is one heck of a finish out here tonight in second place. Congratulations to you for that, finishing 1 second behind in the end in the KLR PRO-4 truck. Don't remember what brand you normally run for the grill art.
And I would like to thank Barricade Flasher Service, KLR, Banatech, Simcraft, my mom, my dad, David and Joey for being great teammates. But yeah.
Congratulations to you once again, and thanks for all the little shout outs there. Always a good thing to be doing, because I completely blanked on that apparently. Oops. Fox Sports over here. Anyway. Congratulations on the P2, my friend, and we hope to see more of you next week. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's get Richard Hardman in here, your third place finisher. Richard Hardman in the 313. Welcome up to the booth.
How's it going? Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you joining us up here in the booth tonight, finishing third, 4.106 behind the leader. One heck of a race out there for you tonight regardless. Talk us through some of that.
I mean, aside from the start, I was kind of just by myself watching 1 and 2 go back and forth. It was pretty uneventful for me, but I wasn't too far behind just in case anything happened up front. I could take advantage of it, but other than that, kind of by myself.
Worked out pretty well for you in the end in the number 313 truck. One heck of a finish up in third as well. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
No, thanks for doing the live streams, and thanks to Core for putting these on. It's a lot of fun.
Appreciate that. Thank you very much for joining us once again out here tonight, and hope to see more of you in the future.
Thank you.
Let's get Adam McAfee in here, and we'll call it a night. Adam McAfee, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me.
Gotcha.
18 Batmobile winning once again out here tonight at Bark River Raceway, having led 7 laps out here tonight. Talk us through it.
Oh, it's a whirlwind to say the least. Didn't qualify the way I wanted to, but I guess got lucky. Unfortunately, Mladen had his start, and then I was just trying to keep up with Chase, and then I bobbled on the first lap, and then he made a mistake, and was fortunate enough to get past him, and then I had to play some very good defense to stay ahead of him. I knew it was going to be a battle.
Well, it was one heck of a race for the both of you out there tonight, regardless, and congratulations on the win out here tonight in the Team Gold Esports Batmobile number 18 truck. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Just a huge thanks for you for putting this on, and Core for doing this, and Team Gold as usual. And yeah, it was a heck of a battle to chase out there. It was fun.
Appreciate that all. Thank you very much for joining us once again out here tonight, and congratulations on the win.
Thank you much.
Well, folks, you've yet again spent another perfectly good 48 minutes and 5 seconds with all of us here at Tier 1 Studio. We thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more racing action. This broadcast was brought to you in part by Core, Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League, MBJ Race Wraps and Designs, W, the official partnered sponsor of Core. Use code PRO-4 for 10% off your orders at W.com. Also, check out the link down in the description down below for our new partners at Outlap Simwear, the best sim racing gloves and socks for all your sim racing needs. Use the link down in the description down below for 10% off your orders, and we get a little bit of a commission on the backside for all of your orders as well, so that helps keep everything rolling here at Core for the next seasons upcoming. This broadcast was also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. My name's Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth. This has been Core, the Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League at Bark River Raceway. And until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times, every turn, every line we find. Trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every setup built from the ground, we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built one, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading Tier 1. Set up shop, Tier 1. Take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you want to win races, Tier 1, set up shop. Guy Weekly sets ready, ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear, yeah, we test, we tune, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading Tier 1. Set up shop, Tier 1. Yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you want to win races, Tier 1, set up shop. See you in Victory Lane. Tier 1, set up shop. Tier 1.